Catherine. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate. I am presiding over this initial appearance proceeding, seeing you in connection with several warrants out of Tucson City Court. Apparently, you're being held by the Superior Court and several other matters. In connection with this, I am going to release you with a review date of June 25th at 10 a.m. Appointing an attorney by the name of Jeff Grinkowicz to represent you. Thank you.
Thank you.
She's done, Yana?
We're done.
Okay.
Unless you want me, I'm, always try to.
Did you write that down? Okay.
Good evening, Your Honor. This is the Spanish interpreter.
It is.
Your Honor, there are no Spanish speakers on my list tonight. May I be excused?
Oh, man. And you're going to leave me. That's okay. If something happens, we'll let you know.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Right.
Your Honor,
Yes.
this is the judge. Cervantes refused again.
Again.
Yes.
How many, is this the first or second or third time? I think it's his third.
This is the second time.
Third.
The second time, Your Honor.
Well, I'll continue one more time, and tomorrow, if he doesn't show, they can treat it as a waiver of appearance. All right.
And then Zajit, and the last one in felony is Michelle, and she refused as well.
Wait, you want to give me that name again? Oh, Michelle. Is that
Yeah.
second? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, you are. Thank you.
Good evening. Can you tell us your name?
Rebecca Jacobo.
Yeah. I don't see her on the number one. I don't see her in here.
No.
It could, oh, no, I do. It's farther down the list. This form is open. Ah, you're taking care of that. All right, my name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate, presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. Next, do we have a public defender here?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Oh, there you are, the half of a black arm. There, now the close person. Good evening. Next to is a representative of the public defender's office. And then we should have Ms. Goodman someplace, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, from the county attorney's office is present. We are seeing you in connection with a class 5 felony charge of aggravated domestic violence. Pretrial recommends that you not be released on your promise to appear. If you are released, no contact with any alleged victim, no return yet to the location, no acts of domestic violence. County attorney's office recommends that you be held on a $10,000 bond and pretrial supervision if released. Immediate no contact with Ms. Abril, no alcohol or other illegal substances, no firearms or other weapons, and no alcohol. I think I already said that. Counsel.
Judge, she's already being held in custody on other charges. I don't have any verified housing or employment, so given her financial situation, we'd be asking for a $2,500 bond.
What are her other charges? Who else is holding her?
City court. Sorry, Judge, I'm trying to look it up.
You just need to check a box here.
Looks like it's the Justice Court and City Court.
Okay. Gonna hold the defendant on a $5,000 bond with the court dated June 13th at 1:30. Appointing the public defender's office, no contact effective immediately, no return, no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Thank you.
I didn't. You all right? Okay. So, take it down. Wait, man, did you find anything?
They gave me access, I got it. We're gonna take a few minutes.
Oh, okay, brother. Just have a seat.
Sure. There we go.
Who are you?
Okay.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Justin Stowell.
Mr. Stowell, my name is Tom Bernie. I'm a Tucson City Court magistrate presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. Next year, we have to represent the public defender's office. Someplace in the background, we have represented the county's attorney's office. I'm seen in connection with one Class 5 felony charge of aggravated domestic violence. Pretrial recommends that you not be released on the promise to appear. If you are released, no contact with the alleged victim, no return to the incident location. No go to the victim's residence, no acts of domestic violence. County Attorney's Office recommends to be on a $20,000 bond and pretrial supervision if released. Adding conditions of no firearms and no alcohol or other illegal substances, and immediate no contact with the, I believe it's Ms. Hudman. Counsel.
Judge, he is also being held on other charges in Tucson City Court on a bond of essentially $2,500. It's $2,499. He is verified to be homeless and has only part-time employment, but he does have some support with his sister. So given his financial status and already being held on a $2,500 bond, we'd be asking for a $5,000 bond.
Going to hold the defendant on an $8,000 bond with the court dated June 13th at 1:30. Legal defender's office, no contact effective immediately, no return. If you need to return, can do some company or law enforcement to pick up property. No acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or other illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Thank you.
$8,000.
Ashley. All right, have a seat up.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Ashley Brown?
Ms. Brown, my name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court magistrate. I am seeing you in connection with misdemeanor warrants out of Sahuarita on a theft And this domestic violence disorder conduct charge, Marana, paraphernalia and resisting arrest, and I think 3 warrants from Tucson City Court, paraphernalia, possession, and criminal trespass. Connection with your city court cases, I'm gonna hold you on a $700 bond with the court date of June 10th at 1:45, appointing the city's public defender's office to represent you. In connection with your JP court case, or your Marana City court case, gonna hold you on a $100 bond so you can get credit for time served with the court date of June 5th at noon. Appointing Marana, I believe it's Janet Altschuler, to represent you. That's true. And then your Salarita cases, and hold another separate $100 bond with the court date of June 5th. At noon. The point being, the attorney by the name of Craig Becker to represent you. Thank you. Is that the guy we didn't? I have it. Yeah, we'll give it to you. Let me finish this. I think we probably waited long enough. Just do her. Can you tell me your name, please?
State your name.
Randy Castillo Stranagan.
All right. My name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court magistrate, presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. I'm seeing you in connection with a couple of warrants, misdemeanor matters. I got one from Tucson City Court on a paraphernalia possession and a criminal trespass. And then one from Salarita on a paraphernalia possession. I'm going to release you on both of these. You have a court date in Tucson City Court on July 8th at 1:30 p.m. And then a separate court date in Salarita Municipal Court on July 2nd. At 8:30 a.m., you're going to get copies of 2 pieces of paper with 2 court dates. You need to show up at both. Thank you.
Right, go.
Your Honor, is you a full release?
What was that?
Is he a full release?
Yes.
Okay.
I have misplaced my recommendations for pre-trial. Oh. I haven't had minutes. Take it away. Can you tell me your name, please?
Chris Meditol.
Menatol. That's number 5. Number 5. Number 4. What is it? Number 4. Good evening. My name is Tom Burney. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate. I am seeing you in connection with misdemeanor charges of disorderly conduct, 2 counts, class 1 misdemeanors. I'm going to release you on this matter with a court date in Marana City Court on July 3rd at 10 a.m., releasing you on the conditions you commit no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Kimberly, or return her residence. If you need to go back there to continue property, you can do so in the company of law enforcement. Thank you.
Released
You are released.
on no bond.
You are being released on your promise to appear. Did I do number 4? What did I do? No, I didn't.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
hold and refuse.
Who?
Hold and gone.
Number?
That was number 5 and yours. Right?
He's a release?
Thanks for
Okay. Following this one.
Just.
Who's next? Say. Reviews.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was.
That was the one. So this guy refused?
Yeah, I think I refused.
All right.
sit down.
Systems economic, which is everyone's on this now.
Can you tell me your name, sir?
That's Bernie B. Enriquez Johnson.
One second, sir. Johnson.
Yes, you have. You got that one.
All right, sir, we are seeing you in connection with 2 misdemeanor charges, domestic violence assault and domestic violence disorderly conduct, both class 1 misdemeanors. Going to release you on these matters with a court date in Tucson City Court, July 16th at 1:30 p.m. We're releasing you on the condition that you commit no acts of domestic violence and you have no contact. I believe it's with Ms. O'Donnell You get a copy of the paperwork on this matter, the date, the other information. If you do not appear, a warrant may be issued for your arrest. Thank you.
Street.
I think we did. I think I forgot to do the, forgot to do a city court matters. That was the problem. Folks at the jail. You still have access to Randy Castillo, Slamhagen. I guess I forgot to do a city court matters.
They need him back to do city
All
court
right.
matters.
Apologize, but
Need him back, yes. Yeah.
Well, there's no less back. And then
oversight. The clerk has claimed responsibility. Hello, sir. Welcome back. I also forgot that you had some city court cases. So I'm going to release you on those two with the court date of July 3rd at 10 a.m. You'll get an extra copy of paper, so you got 3 court cases you got to get to. Thank you. All right, sir, can you tell me your name?
Brett Leverins.
Mr. Leverance, my name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate. I am seeing you in connection with a couple of warrants from Tucson City Court, a trespass matter. Another trespass matter. Connections with these matters, I'm going to hold you on a $250 bond with the court date of June 10th at 1:45, appointing an attorney by the name of Janet Altschuler to represent you. Thank you.
Get down, Mr. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you tell me your name?
Angel Marcus.
My name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. I'm seeing you in connection with a new misdemeanor charge of shoplifting. Then we have, appears to have 11 other warrants in connection with similar cases. Going to hold you on a $250 bond, appointing the city's public defender's office to represent you with the court date of June 10th at 1:45 p.m.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Hey.
Can you tell me your name, please?
Michael Anthony McAdams.
My name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. I'm seeing you in connection with misdemeanor charges of domestic violence, assault, disorderly conduct, and preventing the use of a phone in the case of emergency. Can we release you on these matters? The court date, Tucson City Court of July 16th at 1:30 p.m. Releasing you on the conditions that you commit no acts of domestic violence, have no contact with the alleged victim or return to their residence. If you need to go back to obtain any property, you can do so in the company of law enforcement. Thank you. Oh, can you tell me your name, please?
Cedric Francis.
My name is Tom Burning. I am a Tucson City Court Magistrate. I am presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. Next to you, you should have a representative of the Public Defender's Office someplace in the background. We have a representative of the County Attorney's Office. Seeing you in connection with one Class 4 felony charge, domestic violence kidnapping. Pretrial recommends that you be released. Not be released on your promise to bear. If you are released, no contact with the alleged victim, no return to the residence, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or other weapons. County Attorney's Office recommends you be held a $30,000 bond plus pretrial supervision, adding conditions of no firearms, no alcohol or other illegal substances, immediate no contact. Ms. Goodman, you want to elaborate?
Your Honor, the reason for the recommendation, the defendant is before the court with 15 felony convictions. Among those, Your Honor, he has a history which are violent and assaultive behavior. The concern is we also have the Form 4C, which indicates the high risk. If the defendant is a continued risk to the victim, a high bond will be appropriate.
All right, thank you. Counsel.
Judge, you also have to consider his financial circumstances. Right now, he doesn't have any verified housing and limited employment. He isn't a flight risk. He's lived in Tucson for the last 26 years. So given this financial situation, we'd be asking for a $8,000 bond.
And I'll hold the defendant a $17,000 bond with the court date of, I believe it's June 13th, 1:30 p.m. Public Defender's Office. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, no contact with the victim, no contact effective immediately, no return. If they need to go back to any property, can do so in the company of law enforcement. Thank you.
I want to be the best in the game, invest in my name.
Thank you. Yeah. Your reports. Thanks, you.
Could you tell me your name, please?
Caballero.
My name is Tom Berman. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate. Next to you is a representative of our Public Defender's Office. Someplace in the background, we represent the County Attorney's Office. Senior connection with 3 new felony charges: narcotic drug possession, paraphernalia possession, class 4, class 6 felony, taking contraband into a correctional facility, class 6 felony, new misdemeanor charge on trespass, class 2 misdemeanor. And then we have 2 warrants, I believe, from Justice of the Peace Court of misdemeanors, 1 domestic violence disorderly conduct, and 1 shoplifting. In regards to the felony pretrial services, it's recommended that you not be released on your promise to appear. If you are released, no contact with the alleged victim or return to the incident location. County Attorney's Office recommends you release the supervision of pretrial with conditions of no firearms, no alcohol or illegal substances. On the felony charge, I am going to release you the supervision of pretrial. The court dates go.
Released.
You're on the felony. We'll talk about your misdemeanors in a moment. Don't get your hopes up. I think it's June 24th, 1:30, appointed to Public Defender's Office, whatever modern counseling pretrial deems appropriate. No alcohol or illegal drugs and no firearms. On your misdemeanor matters, the Justice of the Peace strongly indicate they would like you to be held. But the good news on that, I guess, is that you'll be seen by them tomorrow. Going to hold you on a $500 bond in each of the cases. Court date tomorrow, 1 p.m. Appointing an attorney by the name of Janet Altschuler to represent you. Thank you.
So am I getting released or not? No?
Hello.
Can you tell me your name, please?
Michael, check.
My name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate, presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. Next to you is a representative of the county attorneys. Yeah, not true. Representative of the Public Defender's Office. On the screen, someplace in the background, represent the county attorney's office. Seeing you in connection with felony charges of 2 counts of aggravated assault, 1 a class 3, 1 a class 4 felony. Pretrial recommends that you not be released on your promise to appear. If you are released, no return to the incident location, no contact with the alleged victim, no firearms or other weapons. County Attorney's Office recommends you be on a $75,000 bond plus pretrial supervision. Additional condition of no alcohol or other illegal substances, no firearms, immediate no contact. Ms. Goodman, you want to elaborate on your recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, the concern is the defendant is before this court on a inherently violent nature offense, which he's a risk to the community. In addition, he is facing a mandatory prison time. The victim did suffer significant injuries, a large laceration on the side of his face. The defendant is a continued risk to the victim. He has no prior criminal history. Nonetheless, we are before the court with significant and serious offenses, which he is mandatory prison time if convicted.
Counsel.
Judge, he has no priors at 31 years old. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson with ties to the community and housing. He's also self-employed as in construction. So given his financial situation and the lack of priors, we'd be asking for a $10,000 bond.
Going to hold defendant a $10,000 bond, court dated June 13th at 1:30. Appointing the public defender's office to the supervision of pretrial. If released, no alcohol, illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, monitoring, counseling per pretrial. No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the incident location. Thank you.
No phone call yet, Your Honor.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. You did your best. I saw it. I heard it. The newspapers call. I'll tell them you did your best.
Hello.
Can you tell me your name, please?
Hi, my name is Stephen Emmel.
Mr. Emmel, my name is Tom Burney. I'm City Court Magistrate. I am presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. Next to you is a representative of the Public Defender's Office. I'm placing in the background, representative of the County Attorney's Office. We are seeing you in connection with felony charge of 2 counts of fraudulent schemes. One count trafficking in stolen property, class 2 felony. Then we've got a variety of misdemeanor warrants. Yeah, earlier this evening, I dismissed the felony charge against you for a lack of a probable cause. It did not tell me how they identified you were the one who was actually responsible for the offense. That is, the dismissal is without prejudice, meaning that it's subject to being refiled at the discretion of the state. You could talk to the lawyer there briefly about what they may mean in connection with your misdemeanor matters. You have warrants out of Morro Valley JP Court. I'm going to release you on those with a court date of July 11th at 10:30 a.m. And then a second one on a shoplifting charge from Pima County JP Court. Going to release you on that with court date July 3rd at 8:30 a.m. You're going to get several pieces of paper with court dates on it. Got to show up at all, or else additional warrants will be issued for your arrest.
I will, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's one more to sign something.
Hello.
So can you tell me your name, please?
Alderman Garcia.
My name is Tom Burney. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate, presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. Next year is the representative of the Public Defender's Office, and screen back the screen. We have a representative of the County Attorney's Office. We are seeing in connection with felony charges, aggravated DUI, class 4 felony. Pretrial recommends that you be released under promise to appear. conditions, no alcohol, don't drive without license. County Attorney's Office recommends you be held a $5,000 bond with pretrial supervision, adding conditions of no firearms and no alcohol. Ms. Goodman, would I be safe in assuming that the reason you're opposing release is the somewhat recent misdemeanor and unsuccessful probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel.
Judge, we'd be asking you release him to pretrial services supervision. He doesn't have any felony convictions. He has that one misdemeanor from 2021, but he hasn't picked up anything since then. He's lived in Tucson for 24 years, so he has ties to the community. He's not a flight risk. And so given that, we'd be asking you to give him a chance on pretrial services. I don't see any active history either.
I'm going to release you to supervision of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't drive without license, whatever monitoring counseling pretrial deems appropriate. Appoint the public defender's office to represent you with a court date of June 24th at 1:30.
For sure.
Thank you. And sir, you've been waiting there forever. I think this is going to be your case. We'll see who they bring.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possess.
So,
Can you tell me your name, please?
Brian King.
Mr. King, my name is Tom Bernie. I am a Tucson City Court magistrate presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. Next to you, representative of the Public Defender's Office in the background of the screen. We have a representative of the County Attorney's Office. We are seeing you in connection with one Class 6 felony charge of domestic violence criminal trespass. Pretrial Services recommends that you not be released on your promise to appear if you are released. No acts of domestic violence, no contact with the alleged victims, no return to the incident location, don't go to the victim's residence. County Attorney's Office recommends you be released to supervision of pretrial services, adding conditions of no firearms, no alcohol or other illegal substances. And I believe, would you be Patrick King?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
All right. I know who you are, but could you go ahead and formally tell me your name and your relationship to the case?
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Patrick King, and I'm the father of the defendant, Ryan King.
And what would you like us to know?
I would just like you to know, Your Honor, that he's had multiple, I believe 4 trespassing events at our house over the last 6 months. Some of them were in the middle of the night where he started fires in our backyard. This morning's arrest on our property, he arrived at a little after 4 a.m. and he had a bloodied mouth and looked like a loss of a tooth about to happen. So I believe he's a threat to himself and others because he's made repeated threats in the past while he's been at our property. He's been asking for the procurement of weapons, guns and knives specifically, so that he can survive on the street. Ryan is currently homeless. And I did sign this morning, again, an emergency petition at the CRC to have him evaluated. Up until this point, he's refused medical attention there. But I would, at some point, like the court to intervene and require that medical attention there at the CRC. That's all I have.
I'm going to ask you a question. There's I'm looking at some records here. There was a misdemeanor arrest back in March. Was that involving you?
I believe it was in March, was one of the incidents. He was arrested twice within about 5 or 6 days. I believe another one was in early May, late April, and then this morning was the fourth event.
Thank you. Counsel.
Judge, we'd be asking that you release him to pretrial services with the condition, obviously, that he has no contact with the victim and do not return to the residence. He doesn't have any prior felony or misdemeanor convictions. I understand there's pending cases, but there's no convictions yet. He is also, looks like, unemployed and homeless, so given his financial situation, the pretrial service is appropriate with the no contact.
Thank you. Going to hold the defendant on a $1,500 bond with the court dated June 13th at 1:30, appointing the public defender's office. No alcohol or illegal drugs to the supervision of pretrial if released, whatever money and counsel they deem appropriate. No contact and no return, no contact effective immediately. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hello.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Vincent Mendoza.
Mr. Mendoza, my name is Tom Burning. I am a Tucson City Court Magistrate presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. Next to you is a representative of the Public Defender's Office. Someplace in the background, we have representative of the County Attorney's Office. Seen you in connection with one Class 4 felony charge, dangerous drug possession, and then a Class 6 felony charge of paraphernalia possession. And we have a misdemeanor warrant out of Tucson City Court. A little earlier this evening, the County Attorney's Office dismissed the felony charges. That dismissal is called without prejudice, meaning that they're subject to being refiled at their discretion sometime. I think they have 7 years, but you can contact your lawyer next to you about that. So that case will in fact be dismissed on your city court matter. I'm going to release you on that. The court date in Tucson City Court of July 3rd at 10 a.m. You're going to get a copy of the paperwork in this matter with that court date. If you do not appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Thank you.
Thank you. And I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy.
Thanks.
Hello.
Can you tell me your name, please?
Jeremy Merton.
Mr. Merton, my name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate. Next to you is a representative of the county attorneys. Yeah, twice. There's a representative of the Public Defender's Office. Someplace in the background, we have a representative of the county attorney's office. Being in connection with warrants out of Maricopa County on theft matters, Class 6, Class 5. Felonies. Counsel, this pretrial report says he's being held by somebody on some other matter. What do we know about that?
It looks like he's summoned. Okay, yeah, so, it looks like he took a plea on a felony case and part of the sentence was 180 days in jail. So that's why he's in custody.
And so that's in Pima County, is that correct?
Correct.
Don't credit, right?
What's that?
Credited, right? So the sentence 180 days, but I did 129, I only have 51 days here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if, yeah, I didn't know if he was adding 180 days.
No, just, that's what you're currently in.
No, Counsel, you want me to hold him on a modest bond so we get credit on this matter?
Yes.
So we're gonna do a $250 bond, with a review date of July 5th at 9 AM. All right, thank you.
So,
Hello.
Could you tell me your name, please?
Andres Payne.
My name is Tom Burning. I'm a Tucson City Court Magistrate, presiding over this initial appearance proceeding. We are seeing you in connection with new felony charges of dangerous drug possession and paraphernalia possession, class 4, class 6 felony, matter of Superior Court, class 2 felony, domestic violence, kidnapping, and aggravated assault, class 6 felony. And I guess we got a misdemeanor warrant in the JP court. Pretrial recommends that you not be released on your promise to appear. County Attorney's Office recommends that you be held on the newer case on a $1,500 bond. And on the older case on a $100,000 bond with pretrial supervision, immediate no contact, no firearms or other weapons, no return, and no alcohol. Counsel.
Judge, we'd be asking for, I don't think $100,000 bond is necessary in this case. He's a lifelong resident, although he is homeless at this time and no verified employment.
Right.
Okay, just for this here.
Sure.
So, given his financial situation, we'd be asking for a $10,000 bond on the CR 2024-1422 case, and then a $500 bond on the drugs case.
Thank you. On the Superior Court case, gonna hold him on a $31,000 bond. Court date of, I lost my court dates. Oh no, what's my Superior Court date? Arraignment. June 10th at 1:30, appointing Public Defender's Office, if released to supervision of pretrial, no domestic violence, no alcohol, no firearms or other weapons, immediate no contact with Ms. Cano, no return to the location. If I didn't say so, appoint the Public Defender's Office. On the newer felony, gonna hold him on a $1,000 bond. June 13th, 1:30, Public Defender's Office, if released to supervision of pretrial, no alcohol or other drugs and whatever minor counsel they deem appropriate.
Judge, he is eligible for smart court on that charge.
Oh, okay. This is just smarter steps.
Just smart.
Let me see if I can find this. All right, we'll set a smart court hearing for June 10th at 9 AM. Then on his misdemeanor matter. On a DUI related matter, gonna hold him a $100 bond for credit, for time served. Court date on June 4th at 1 p.m. Appointing an attorney by name of Joe Gookin to represent him. Thank you.
Thank you. So I just have one question, Your Honor, like, what would I have to do to be bonded out, on which bond to get released?
You have to talk to the lawyer next to you. She's more on top of that than I am.
Oh, okay, thank you, sir.
And I believe the last one refused.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Judge.
Have a good night.
Thank you, folks over there.
Thank you.